Minister has. All right. In the meantime, let's talk, of course, to the live pictures that are now coming in of the Vice President nomination. As far as Prime Minister, who can be seen accompanying CP Radhakrishnan. Today is the day when it comes to the nomination that is being filed, and the Prime Minister would be the first proposer, accompanied by top union ministers. There you can see Amit Shah is visible. We can also see Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, Kiran Rijiju also being present along with Nitin Gadkari. Around 160 members of the NDA, including ministers and MPs who are expected to be present during the filing of the nomination at the Parliament House, the Prime Minister being the first proposer. And this has been unanimous as far as the consensus that has been built, not just within the BJP, but also with the allies and other political parties there who have said that they will extend their support to CP Radhakrishnan when it comes to the next Vice President of India, the announcement that will come in on the 9th of September next month. Let's quickly get back to Pragya on this. Pragya, live pictures coming in, nomination filing process underway.
Absolutely. As you can see, Prime Minister is leading from the front, and in fact, sitting right next to Prime Minister is Mr. CP Radhakrishnan, who is also the Vice Presidential candidate for NDA. There is Mr. JP Nadda, Rajnath Singh, Amit Shah, and also all the NDA allies. If you can see, Praful Patel from NCP is there, Mr. Sanjay Jha, Jitin Ram Manjhi, Chirag Paswan. You can see all of them sitting there. Also Mr. S.T. Kumaraswamy, Apna Dal is also there. Shiv Sena, all of them are there, and in fact they are also lending support. And look at the pictures, the kind of the kind of repo that they both Prime Minister and also CP Radhakrishnan share. Prime Minister has also said that he is a friend, and I have known him for many years now, and he's a man of integrity. And this is when, in fact, there are 20 proposals, for this nomination. All the NDA floor leaders are here. They are the proposers, and in fact, there are 4 sets. One is headed by Mr. Prime Minister, and second is with Rajnath Singh. Third is with Mr. Amit Shah, and fourth is with Lalan Singh. JDU, obviously, a very big ally of. A big ally of BJP and NDA. So all of them smiling faces. They are also very proud of the fact that their candidate is going to be the Vice President, because numbers are stacked for NDA against India Bloc. As we can see, the nomination process is underway. There are more than 20 signatories and proposals and seconders each on one set. That means that there are more than 20 to 25 to 30 proposers, close to 240 people, who have signed this particular nomination. This is also a very big day. You can see Mr. Nitin Gadkari also sitting there. All the top cabinet ministers in this particular, scene present here. They all are, this is a picture that shows that the NDA ally, NDA is very tight-knit family, and also the kind of support that they have lent to the candidate. Everyone says that this is a very good pick that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has done, and seems very happy and satisfied with the candidature as well.
All right. So in a way, we can also say, as far as the strength of the NDA, that is also visible when it comes to this unanimous consensus that has been built. Of course, the outreach, Pragya, that was also being done by CP Radhakrishnan to other political parties as well, because nonetheless it was being touted to be a masterstroke ahead of the Tamil Nadu elections, which seemed to put the opposition parties in a fix.
Absolutely, and in fact Mr. Rajnath Singh is in charge of the particular election, and in fact the attempt and in fact the effort of the government is that there should be no election and there should be consensus candidate. Having said that, the opposition has already named the candidate, but also there is another perspective in the government and in the BJP that Mr. Radhakrishnan is OBC, comes from Tamil Nadu, and as against the upper caste in the opposition camp, which is India Bloc. Mr. Red is an upper caste. So all everything seems to be going in favor of the candidate of NDA, but they also know that the numbers are with NDA. It is just the messaging that the opposition parties are doing, because they are saying that because Mr. Radhakrishnan is an RSS man, they need to oppose him, and they will do so when the election takes place. Rajnath Singh has reached out to YSRCP also, and BRS and BJD. The talks are still on. The final date of election is September 9, and before that, Mr. Rajnath Singh also approaching the parties who are sitting on the sidelines, who are not part of India Bloc. So the attempt is also to get them in favor of NDA candidate.
Right. And when we speak of the elections, how does it exactly happen? Just putting that out for our viewers, the Vice President of India, who is chosen through an indirect election conducted by an electoral college consisting of both elected and nominated members of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. But as far as why is CP Radhakrishnan, Pragya considered as a political heavyweight, also a non-controversial leader, and how consensus was easily built when it comes to his name. He has vast political experience that is also coming in. Why does it make him as an appropriate candidate from the NDA side to lead as the chairman of the Rajya Sabha?
Well, as everyone knows that he had been an organizational man, thoroughly an organizational man who knows BJP inside and out. The ideology is never a problem. The kind of experience that the government had with the previous vice president, they wanted someone who comes from the BJP family, knows the ideology and knows that inside and out. But having said that, Mr. Radhakrishnan, when assumed gubernatorial responsibilities, when he became a governor of Jharkhand, which is the opposition ruled state, there was no controversy and it went very smoothly. When you compare it with Tamil Nadu, when you compare it with Kerala, there are many controversies between the governor and the government. So, he's a man that has been accepted widely, not just in other states, but also within the DMK also. Remember, the first statement that came from the DMK was that it's a welcome move. He's a nice man. So this is the kind of reaction he elicited even the opposition parties in his own state of Tamil Nadu, where the most of the opposition that BJP faced and is yet to trying to get hold on the political land of that particular state. And he's the man who actually has been credited with giving BJP a very foothold in Tamil Nadu. He has been twice an MP of Coimbatore. So,
all right.
all that
just interrupting you, please do continue to be with us. Let's also connect with our political experts joining us here on the broadcast. Mr. Rajagopalan, sir, good morning. Live pictures coming in of the nomination that is being filed of CP Radhakrishnan. Opposition calls it that they know that numbers are not in their favor, but it is an ideological fight.
Ideology, what does it mean, Mithra? My understanding is Narendra Modi has succeeded in creating a dissensions in India alliance. Mr. M.K. Stalin, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu and DMK leader, has been put to a catch-22 situation. Apart from that, yesterday, can you believe the Congress went in for a leftist, Maoist sympathizer, urban Naxal sympathizer, Sudarshan Reddy, because he was in the Salwar Judum and he supported Salwar Judum and opposed them, and he also gets that type of thing. So, in a nutshell, I would like to say the fight is between patriotism and urban Naxalism. The fight is between North and South, South and South. That is between Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. It is very pathetic situation that India Alliance has treated Mr. Sudarshan Reddy, being a South Indian. They should not have given a seat within the states. It should have been Indian type of direction. India Alliance failed it. Narendra Modi achieved in 3 points that Narendra Modi has re-established that connection. It was Narendra Modi who went to Jaffna, Sri Lanka first time in 2015. Since then, 2025, he has been keeping Tamil Nadu as a priority state. That is why last month also he went for the solar,
But Mr. Rajagopalan, does it mean as far as the opposition parties are concerned, as you said that they were in a catch-22 situation. I'll just come back to you, Mr. Rajagopalan. Please do stay with us. Mr. Nalapat is also connected with us. How do you see, sir, as far as this development is concerned? Has the BJP and the NDA managed to build cracks within the opposition alliance with the announcement of CP Radhakrishnan as their nominee?
Look, it will be embarrassing for DMK to vote against Mr. Ramakrishnan. For one thing, there is no scandal associated with him. He is an exceptionally clean person, a man of integrity. His whole life is spent in public service. So from all points of view, it will be difficult for DMK to say that they're going to vote against a vice president who comes from the state. It will certainly affect them politically. So I think it does present a dilemma and presents a dilemma to many other people as well in the opposition.
All right. Mr. Nalapat, I appreciate you joining us here on the broadcast. As far as when it comes to senior journalists, and political, strategists are of the opinion that they have been calling it as a political masterstroke. Of course, as far as the NDA and the Prime Minister are concerned, often known when it comes to springing surprises as far as the name of CP Radhakrishnan is concerned. He himself is a political heavyweight, but this is also a time and opportunity where all the NDA allies are now coming together. He's been flanked when it comes to top union ministers who are also present there while filing of the nomination papers. And Prime Minister Modi is in the lead proposer in the first set of the nomination papers that are being filed. Tomorrow is the day when it comes to the last day of the filing of the nomination. But how this process is actually carried out, we'll get you the details, because the nomination that is being filed in 4 sets that each carries the signatures of 20 proposers and 20 seconders. While the first set will have the Prime Minister's signature as the chief proposer, the remaining sets will also include signatures from Union Minister and senior NDA leaders, reflecting Pragya broad consensus across the alliance. That is why unanimously the name of CP Radhakrishnan was selected.
Absolutely. And like we have said that, he is a man who had been twice an MP and also well versed with the parliamentary, proceedings and procedures. And he, the kind of experience that he brings is being accepted by all the NDA allies. And not just that, if you look at the picture, there were some light moments that were shared by everyone. Everyone was smiling and laughing. And, there is, like one of the political analysts was also saying, if DMK decides to vote against him, it is also a very tricky situation for the DMK, because DMK then chooses to have that animosity towards RSS taking the lead, rather than believing in a person who comes from their state, who is a chameleon and who had been also accepted widely in their own party at one point of time also, despite the fact that he belongs to another party. So the factor that DMK is so proud of the Tamil language and also the Dravidian ideology, that all goes down, when it comes to RSS, that the animosity and also the hatred towards RSS, it looks like has taken a victory is as far as DMK is concerned when it comes to the VP candidature. And then this is probably the reason why they are going with the India bloc and not supporting his candidature, because everyone in the NDA believed that at least DMK, now he's a chameleon, at least DMK would support him, given the fact that they're so vocal about being someone who is chameleon, who knows the language, who knows the ideology also, and also there is the character of the state and the culture of the state. But having said that, now if you look at the pictures, Prime Minister shaking hands with Mr. CP Radhakrishnan, it looks like the nomination process is completed.
Yes,
everyone is smiling.
Now, so that means, Pragya, next session of Parliament, the Rajya Sabha will have a new chairman.
Absolutely, Amita, new chairman, and given the fact that there are numbers that are stacked for NDA, it looks like CP Radhakrishnan will become the vice president on September 9th, and he is going to assume the chair of Rajya Sabha as well, along with the constitutional post of vice president chair.
All right. Handshakes and namastes. That seems that the nomination filing process is now over. These live pictures that are now coming in where CP Radhakrishnan, flanked by the Prime Minister, no one else as far as when it comes to the top leadership of the BJP, the NDA, union ministers who are all accompanying when it comes to the nomination process. That happens when it comes to the Prime Minister himself being the chief proposer, the lead proposer in the first set of the nomination papers, and around as far as leaders from the NDA who are also present, around 160 members of the NDA, including ministers and MPs who are also present during the filing of the nomination papers, and this is happening at the Parliament House. So when it comes to the decision to nominate CP Radhakrishnan, that has been taken unanimously, the key meeting that has been taking place, and there you see the leaders that are now making their way out. CP Radhakrishnan, who is a senior member of the BJP, currently as far as when it comes to, he was serving as the governor of Maharashtra. And when it comes to this election process, it had to happen at the time when there was the sudden exit of Jagdeep Dhamkar, who attended the first day of the monsoon session. But on the grounds of health, he put down his papers. But the numbers, however, continue to stack in favor of the NDA. The Vipaksh, the India bloc, knows that, and however says that this is a fight, ideological fight that they are taking up against the BJP, against the NDA, but also the timing itself is something which is crucial, important as to why CP Radhakrishnan, of all leaders in particular, was chosen, and probably that too ahead of the Tamil Nadu elections that would be taking place in the state next year. So he is a veteran BJP leader. CP Radhakrishnan, who was twice elected to the Lok Sabha as well, has also served as the Tamil Nadu BJP state president. And while tomorrow is the last day, when we look at the filing of the nomination, remains to be seen who all would be accompanying the opposition bloc leader, B. Sudarshan Reddy, while he will be filing for his nomination. But the timing itself, Pragya, that we are talking about, of course, the opposition could have also extended their support, but they have been calling this fight as an ideological one, despite knowing that the numbers are not stacking up in their favor. Well, getting connected with our reporters there on ground, but as far as the nomination process is concerned, that is now over. The Prime Minister is the lead proposer in the first set of the nomination papers that we are looking at, as the National Democratic Alliance's announcement of CP Radhakrishnan as its vice presidential candidate has also drawn a lot of appreciation from the BJP leaders, from the NDA allies, from the other political parties as well, who have hailed his experience, his integrity and his parliamentary knowledge as well, and calling it as a welcome step of a highly learned person who understands parliamentary decorum. So next parliament session, when it happens, the Rajya Sabha will have a new chairman. As far as when it comes to the leaders are now concerned, the union ministers, the Prime Minister and Mr. CP Radhakrishnan are now making their way out when it comes to the nomination filing process is now over. Continuously building up on the top stories right here on Times Now.